Y'all, look at this hair. Or I was trying, because I've done a Bantu knot twist out before, and I tried again. Look at this. What am I doing wrong? But anyway, I'm here with a story time video today, and this will be my first story time story of my channel. On my channel. And as you can see by the title, yes, cut my throat open. Y'all, okay, so to begin with the story, this goes back, I really feel like my hair is all jacked up. Hold up. I'm trying to put this in a ponytail for now. Like that. Messy bun. So, yes, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I freaking dodged open heart. How I dodged open throat surgery. They were actually going to put a trach in my throat, literally cut a hole in my throat. The tube would go down my esophagus and blase blase. So this started back in September of 2012, because this was in September right before my diagnosis. I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in December of 2012, so almost 3 years. At the time I was working at a racetrack and the gas station, and I don't know, something, I think maybe I had like a slight cold. I don't even think I had a slight cold, but from what I can remember, all I know is that one day I woke up and my neck was completely stiff. Like, it was stiff to the point to where I could not like bend down. I couldn't, like, somebody call my name, they'd be like, Brittany. I was like, what's up? Yeah, okay. Like, it was really stiff and it was horrible, but it did not have any pain at all. And so I just kind of brushed it off. Like, I wasn't in any pain. It wasn't stopping me from doing my work. And yeah, so this stiff neck lasted for about 2 weeks. And in that 2 weeks, the stiffness didn't ease up. It didn't get like worse or anything like that. It was just a constant stiffness. So my mom called. She was like, you need to go to the doctor and see about what it is that's bothering. Why is your neck stiff? You know, did you sleep wrong? And my mom is a massage therapist, so you know, when I'm walking around with a stiff neck, her first instinct is going to be to like try to get the kink out, massage the kink out. And I'm not even really sure if she did massage my neck or my back, or I don't remember, but yeah, like, it was stiff. So she was like, you need to go see about that. So I went to I think I left work and I went to Emory Hospital, and matter of fact, she drove me to Emory because I couldn't drive at the time because of the stiff neck. Like, you know, what if something happened on the road? I can't be like, you know, I can't like hurry up and turn. I can't check my mirrors. So she actually drove me to the hospital. And while I was there, you know, a doctor came in. They were really nice, really sweet. They let me know everything that was going on. And he wanted to do an x-ray of my neck. So I did an x-ray, you know, x-ray came back or whatever. Nothing on there that day. This was a Saturday. So it was like Sunday morning when I got released, like close to midnight, and they actually sent me home for strep throat. And I was like, strep throat? What the, like, I ain't coughing, I'm not sick. At least I didn't think I was. But I'm not sick, you know, what's going on? So, I mean, I was like, strep throat? But anyway, they gave me a prescription and everything. I wasn't gonna take the medicine because I knew I didn't have strep throat. I had strep throat before. So anyway, that was that. Once I got released close to midnight, went home, just got rest. Then I woke up that Sunday morning, later that Sunday morning. It was like around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I look at my phone and it was like a bunch of missed calls from the hospital. And I was like, when did the hospital call you back? You know what I'm saying? I just left, maybe I forgot something, because I do that all the time. And I was just like, whatever. So I called the hospital back. First I called my mom because I was freaking out. And I was like, Mom, the hospital just called. What's up? She was like, I don't know, just call them back, see what's going on. So I called and they were like, yes, Miss Brittany, how soon can you come back to the hospital? And I'm like, for what? And she's like, oh, well, we're gonna discuss it once you get here. And I'm like, I'm Brittany, you know, why can't we discuss this on the phone? And she's like, well, you know, the doctor's waiting for you. We'll talk to you when we get here. When you get here. How soon can you be here? And I was like, maybe 15 minutes. I was freaking out at this point, y'all. Like, what the doctor got to tell me that he didn't tell me before I left? Once she gets to my house or whatever, I'm nervous on the whole way there. Like, so nervous, like could have shit my pants tight nervous, for real. So my charger, my camera just died. Anyway, so I'm like, what's up, what is it? So she takes me to the room. I sit there. Actually, it wasn't just me, it was me, my mom, and my stepdad. And we all three waited in the room. We sat in there nervously for about 10 minutes. And the doctor came in and he was just like, well, you know, I brought you back because I wanted to let you know what we found on your x-rays. And I was like, okay, so what did you find? You know, stomach tripping out. I'm talking about to throw up, about to shit, about to rip my hair out all at the same time. I was tripping, y'all, tripping. So he's like, yeah, the reason I brought you back was when I looked at your CT scan or your x-ray, whichever one it was, we noticed that you had some pockets of liquid on the back of your throat, or it was something about some craters. Honestly, y'all, I blacked out. Didn't know. Everything was going in one ear and coming out the other in a million pieces. I had no idea what was going on and what he was saying. He said, when I looked at your CT scan and your x-ray last night, the person that I was going to be seeing today is not this person sitting in front of me. And I was sitting there like, well, who did you expect to come in here? You know? And he was like, well, I really expected you to be, not to be walking. I didn't think that your arms could, he was saying that from the look of your CT scan, you should have stiffness all over pretty much. Like you wouldn't be able to lift your arms, or, you know, or you wouldn't be walking or using your legs properly. And I was thinking, what in the world? Are you kidding? So I look at my mom and I look at my dad. I'm like, this cannot be for me. He pulled out a diaphragm and everything, y'all. I was like, and he was literally taking me through the steps as to what he was going to do. He showed a picture of my throat, how the areas he was going to cut it in. You know, he went all the way from telling me how my voice was going to be in, you know, X amount of years, or just everything that I was supposed to know if I was to be getting this surgery. And I was like, I don't know, you know, I'm really confused right now. I'm confused too, because I didn't think that you was going to be coming in here looking like how you look. And y'all, like, my first reaction was to do this. Well, of course I had a stiff neck. I was like, doctor, I can go on a roller coaster. See, look, I was in the bed doing this, trying to prove to this man I don't need my throat cut open. Like, this is crazy. And I was getting really scared. Like I said before, this was before the diagnosis, the multiple sclerosis diagnosis. So this was months prior, but this was like the beginning of my very first relapse into finding out what had been bothering me for this amount of time. I was just like, oh my God, like, no, I can get on a roller coaster right now. Like, don't cut my throat open. So I looked at my mom and my dad, and I was just like, My dad was like, oh, no, we need to go home. We need to pray about this real quick. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out, and that's that. Y'all, I did not get the surgery that day. If I was to get the surgery that day, like, just finding out, but if I was to get the surgery that day, it would have been a unnecessary surgery, because what was going on with me, I was experiencing what's called spasticity, and spasticity is a symptom that MSers or people with MS experience, and basically it's when your muscles either like have like spasms or just, you know, will get so tight where you can't really move them, you know. And that's what I was experiencing for the first time. It didn't follow with any pain, you know. I was uncomfortable, but it wasn't stopping the show. I was still going to work. I was still tending to my child, you know what I'm saying, still handling the business that I needed to take care of at the time. But also I was in a stressful state, and because I was working so much, and I wasn't getting a lot of rest. I was, you know, single, and I was just doing whatever I wanted to do, wasn't sleeping. You know, my sister was pregnant, and she was pretty much one of the biggest responsibilities that I felt like I had, you know. But that still wasn't, you know, like, I don't know. But yeah, like, it was one of the first things that I was dealing with, so I was just confused all the way around. But I literally, if my stepdad and my parents weren't there with me, and I didn't call my mom and say, Mom, look, we gotta go back to the hospital, I could have jumped in a car and went on my own, because at the same time, I didn't want to worry anybody. I didn't want to stop anybody else's show, you know. And honestly, I didn't think it was anything serious. But if my parents weren't there, I think that I would have, me not knowingly and not knowing that I can say, no, I don't think this surgery is right, I would have gotten an unnecessary surgery, because spasticity comes and goes with the illness. You know, it's a symptom, you know, you have it every now and then, or some people with MS don't even get it at all. And I honestly, I mean, I think that was the first time I had it, and I haven't really dealt with spasticity in like my spine at all since then. But when I look back, and I'm like, what the fuck? I dodged open throat surgery, and I'm so thankful that everything that happened in that time led me up to diagnosis. And I had a lot of health issues going on, and I was suppressing, and I didn't know, you know, what the heck it was, like migraines and stuff like that. But I was taking pills and then just going to sleep and waking up doing doubles at work, not really caring about my physical at all. But at the same time, I'm 22 years old, not knowing what the hell MS is, and didn't really care at all, you know, because I wasn't, I mean, how do you think about something that you just, I don't know, you just don't focus on that, you know. But yeah, that was my story on how I dodged this open throat surgery. And yeah, if y'all want to hear, excuse me, but if you guys want to see more story times, oh my gosh, I have a million of them. Like, just let me know. I'll do it, you know what I'm saying? It's just a tester. I was really hesitant to talk about the throat thing because, I don't know, I guess I just kind of brushed it under the rug and didn't realize that's pretty freaking serious. But like I said, if you guys want to hear, if you like this, please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Like the video too so that other people can find it. And yeah, that's it. Bye guys.